Hello, welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Tensei Shitara Slime Datta episode 4. So, last episode, what's his name? Rimuru? Is that how you say it? Pretty sure it's Rimuru. Yeah, I got it right. Okay. He'd agreed to help the goblins, with their dire wolf problem. Excuse me. He basically had them set up a fence, like a big one. Not that it was going to help much. It was pretty, shoddy. And they did take out a few of them, though, with some arrows. But Rimuru pretty much took out the rest of them. Basically, all he had to do was take out the leader, which he did. He had him caught in some of his spider webs. And then use his water blade to cut his head off. Pretty quick and painless. No suffering or anything like that. And then he used his predator ability to absorb the wolf's body so that he can gain whatever abilities he has and so he can transform into the wolf. Which he did. Told them to back off, leave the goblins alone, or run away. Basically, run away or get killed. Or kneel, one of the two. Or three. God, my brain's not working too well. Ever, but that was much worse than normal. So the wolves decided to just kneel. After that, he decided the wolves and the goblins basically are going to be working together now. He gave all of the goblins names, and he gave the son of the previous leader of the wolves, he gave him a name. None of the other wolves got one, though, because apparently if you give a monster a name, you're using up magicules. And he used up a lot, since he gave that entire goblin village a name and the wolf. So he was completely drained for, I think they said, 3 days? So he had to rest for 3 days until he got all of his energy back, and then when he woke up, everything was different. The goblins were tall and muscular. The female goblins were, well, not so muscular, but they did grow in certain areas. The wolf, or the wolves, I should say, were huge and much bigger than they were before. Apparently, all of the wolves evolved because they all, since they're in the same pack, they all share the same name. Let's see. Basically, he tried to get them back on the same, path. He's having some of the goblins, the goblins pair up with the wolves to live together. He's having them hunt for food. He's having them build shelter and other kinds of buildings. The only issue is they suck at construction. So their buildings are falling apart. They mentioned that it would probably be best to get some help, and the only people they could really think of are the dwarves. So Rimuru and a few other goblins, plus the wolves, a couple of them, just enough for them to ride, are going to the dwarven city to get them to help the goblins build new houses, and probably set up a much better what do you call it, trade setup. Anyway, he's on his way to the Goblin City, so I mean not the Goblin City, the Dwarf City. So I'm pretty sure he's just going to get there in this episode. And he's going to talk to them. So just get into it and see how this is going to work out. So the video is going to be located over here. And the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.